happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil John. A big your mean click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. Straight from Bankhead, I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him too.
snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Chillin' in the build, yeah, we get put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And taken down just past the 20 and about the 21-yard line. Here's Ward to throw right away. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Terry Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lane open yards here. He's past the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, 50, 180.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
Here's Ward. And he's got his man out of the right field. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Come on.
To throw, here's Ward. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. To throw is Ward. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Rams.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Ward. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Rams 7.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Stafford is going to change it up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nakua. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. George Pickens. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. A lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Taken down back at the 42.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Ward. Looking for 10, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing to Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now Stafford's going to move him around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're faking at Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
A gain of 15. First down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. It looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun, here's Stafford. 18 yards there, they'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Robinson's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Ready? Bronco 80. Let go.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Singleton. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 60. Eagle 60. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
Here we
and
go.
9.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Ward.
And this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Cowboy 90. 70 Timberwolf.
Throwing is Ward.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Going for it. Here's Ward.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's caught downfield by Pickens.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how it bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 70 ranges. Cougar Knights, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Titans
to throw, here's Ward. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Titans first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 65. Hey, Crash. 19 Lions.
To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it.
16-yard line.
And it's 2nd down.
Panther 11. Hawk 7. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Ready, right?
Working out of the gun here, Ward. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
79 Broncos. 7. Get it. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Ward to throw once more. He'll try and do this himself. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
22.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now it's Stafford. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Kevontae Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Ready.
Stafford. Oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. DK to return. Able to slither by. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Ward now working out of the gun. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A 2-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little bit shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain. Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Street. Gravity Lions.
They run the counter. Singleton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Panther 60. Cut my team. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. He's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Bronco 80. 19 Lions. 19 Titans. 19 7 Pirates. 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal. 70.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Unlock line. Unlock. Ready.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the 1st half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Like 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Daddy Lion. Come back, team. Come back.
To the air again, Ward. He'll try and do this himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Check smash. Check smash. Streak. Streak.
Out of the gun, Ward. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance of turning on field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they had their ground, had their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting away to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the market.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Reload.
He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Our coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be cleared about the 5. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Riggs. 18 Cardinal. 60. Riggs. Hurt. Ready.
Now here's Pollard. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Pioneer. Got 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7.
180.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. You've learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10.
Ready. 280. 22.
Back to throw, Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Blue 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing is Ward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd down and 3. Stafford. Pass complete down in the corner. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Corum. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Check, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
To throw, here's Ward. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
44-yard line.
Ready.
The time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
60, 79 Broncos.
Here's Ward.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Ward. That route pass complete to Bellinger.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger
From 10 yards out.
And the Titans get a bit closer. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Rams on the football here as they run on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get the throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready. Crack roll 80.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 70 range. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Finding Tate. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
At the 29-yard line.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Complete. Pollard. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Here's 1st down.
22 yards. Let's go.
Back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st
first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
No timeouts remaining. Cannot take a sack here. First and 10.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Ward. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
That's another.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there.
Well, the fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law in that play, you know, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, you know, spike the ball and the play's dead and everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, you know, where you kind of do it together, like, you know what I'm going to do, I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Ward. This will be caught at about the 6.
It's a gain of 8. And the Titans first.
What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Rams, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.